Alright guys, welcome back to Card of the Day. Today, let's see what cards we are going to pick from. Another fun one. Today we are picking from the Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. I love Alice in Wonderland, so let's get into it. Our card of the day is Suspension. Before I get into the guidebook, I'm just gonna feel for this card. I feel like this card is telling us that for the collective right now, we're having a lot of reflections, a lot of reflecting on what is wanted from us and what seems like the perfect picture of what we or what other people or what we perceive that other people perceive of us as this perfect picture of what we should be or who we should be. And we are kind of reflecting on a lot of that, reflecting on a lot of who we are, the foundation of who we are, and what that means to us, and how we can express that more fully in a way that is more authentic. I feel like we're in a place of pause and in-depth transformation, as this is not a usual card in the tarot deck. This is one just specifically for this Alice in Wonderland tarot deck. Let's see what it says. All right. It says, Alice's imagination and curiosity sent her tumbling down the rabbit hole into an exciting, topsy-turvy world of adventure. Suspension represents the importance of taking breaks to explore, dream, and see the world from new perspectives. Suspension encourages you to step outside of your usual routines and familiar perspectives, explore new points of view, even if you don't adopt them as your own. Understanding the world from new angles will make you a well-rounded person. Like Alice, stay curiouser and curiouser. That's kind of goes along with what I'm saying. In the essence of, it says, explore new points of view. See, like, we are reflecting on the point of view of other people, on us, reflecting on what that possibly means to us, reflecting on what we want, how we want to be, how we want to express ourselves, and ways to understand the world and ourselves from a lot of different new angles. And because this is upright, I always think of it more in the essence of being outside of ourselves instead of internal. So I see this as a reflection of how we are here in our world and how we can grow, how we can, in the words of Alice, stay curiouser and curiouser. And I have here another deck. It is the Angels of Atlantis Oracle deck. All right, let's see. Our angel of the day is Raphael. And it says communion. Now, Raphael is the holy healer, and we got the communion card. So it says, Raphael's oracle reminds you of the great Islamic tradition of the Hajj, an annual pilgrimage to Mecca, where pilgrims celebrate a communion with their earthly brothers and sisters in face of the divine. The objective is the twofold rite of collective petition and praise of the divine. Therefore, observe where communion is not apparent in your life. Know that Source is within you, ever present and all-wise, wishing you to reveal the joy of your life in your heart, which possesses true insight. Chant Om 3 times to align with the communion of the holy angels, and Raphael will show you the way. I think this is a beautiful card, especially with this suspension card as well. I think together, this energy is essentially telling us to serve in our lives where we are not allowing a channel or a path for collective connection on a divine light. So I feel like this is telling us to remember that Source or God, same in my book, is within you, and it's ever present and all wise, and it's wishing to release and reveal more joy in your body, in your life, in your heart, so you can have more insight. And with this card here, here being the suspension card, and being more aligned of being more curious about life, having more experiences that give you more point of views outside of your own. I think that the collective right now is shifting towards having deeper, more intrinsic experiences that open them up to more knowledge, more empathy, and more faith as well. I think that Raphael, the angel Raphael, this energy is telling us to connect with the divine in our reality by seeing it in everyone, by learning from other people and their experiences and their perception and their point of views. I think that this is a calling for us today to observe, not absorb, and to learn from what we observe, to see if we want to take it or leave it, see if it aligns with our hearts, and to see the divine in everything, not only inside of ourselves but around us. See that God is in everything, and that everything can teach you something, and that we have the time to do so. We have the time to pay attention. We have the time to look at the details, not to feel like you're out of it and out of that time. This is an interesting reading. It feels very progressive from the energies that we've been getting the last couple of days. Like we're moving forward from feeling stuck and delayed and internal frustrations to now we're having more of a curious output on our reality in our world. Now the collective is seeing more and trying to learn more and understand more. And I think that this is important for the progression of existence as humans on this planet, honestly. We need to understand each other's point of views. We need to look without judgment and reflect on what that means for us in our own thought patterns and our own theories and our own perspective, and how we can possibly grow it and how we can do that together. You know, because communion is all about people coming together and celebrating the divine or celebrating God or source, whatever you want to call it. And I think that the only way that we can really have that curiosity and inclination to understand other people's perspectives, to further deeply understand our own, is through socialization and non-judgment in all of that as well. So I think that's a lot of good I think that's a lot of good right now. I think it's good. I think it's lovely. I'm really excited to see where these cards fit into my day. So I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. I hope that you stay curiouser and curiouser, and that you feel the love of the universe with you always. All right. Have a great day.